Go today, Scotland won after scoring in the 6th minute of stoppage time against Cyprus, and that left them second in the group table, level with Yugoslavia on points and 2 clear of France. 2 countries will qualify, so clearly 2 points tonight would set Scotland well on the way. Our commentator, Brian Moore.
An important night of World Cup football then. The team, Scotland, have got Alex McLeish winning his 60th cap. Their captain for the night, alongside him, Gary Gillespie, only had 1 game and 10 minutes of play for Liverpool following that long injury. The main decision in midfield, Ian Ferguson of Rangers is in, leaving Gordon Strachan as one of the substitutes up front. Maurice Johnston, who's recovered from a training injury, teams up with Ali McCoist. And here's the man who's captain for the night, winning his 60th cap, an illustrious Scottish career behind him, Aberdeen's Alex McLeish. Meanwhile, the French manager, Michel Platini, believes his side will need to be strong physically to withstand the Scots. He's brought the experienced Patrick Battiston as sweeper. Central defender Luke Sonor has shaken off an injury. Thierry Lory wins his first cap in the midfield. France are looking for a draw, but believe Papin and Zurel up front might just snatch them a priceless victory. And there's the man who's come back into the side. You'll see him as a sweeper, vastly experienced, Patrick Battiston. Referee tonight is Jiří Stigler from Czechoslovakia. Back view of Michel Platini. Just going to the trainer's box. And France, in the white shirts, get this World Cup match underway. Taking the goal to our right. Scotland, of course, in their traditional dark blue. Stay quickly on the ball for Scotland. Offside flag up against McCoist, who's heavily challenged from behind there by Sonor. And Maurice Johnston, who plays his football in France, quickly in to protest on behalf of his striking partner. And there's the challenge. And you can see how quickly the Scots were incensed. Well, McCoist just back after injury. Wasn't really the start he wanted, but he's back and on his feet again. A win tonight for Scotland, remember, puts them 2 points clear of Yugoslavia at the top of Group 5. And then I suppose if that happens, they can truly start to think about that World Cup in Italy in the summer of 1990. Alpas. McLeish. Gillespie. Durand. Durand again. Free kick to France. Played for Blanc. Papin. And a good shot played just wide there from Lory. It was tipped away by Jim Leighton. Just got a fingertip to it, and behind, a very important save there by the Manchester United keeper, providing France with a corner, which Papin will take. Another deep one towards Sonor. And there was a push on the Scottish captain. Gillespie. Johnston. No, he didn't win it in the air. Aitken gets it on the ground now. Let's stay. And a challenge on Johnston, it appears, after the ball had been played. Malpass throw for Scotland, charged away by Battiston, and a corner given. And Johnston still writhing on the ground. Well, we'll see on the right of the picture there. And Silvestre appeared to go through after the ball had been played. He looks fit enough to go on, and I'm bound to say, on both sides, you get the impression there's a fair amount of play acting going on, which is going to make it doubly difficult for referee and linesman to keep order. But a corner then for Scotland. And they try to get in with that one on the far side, and Nicol had a shot charged away that time by Joe Bats, and Scotland so close then to getting the opening goal. Ball eventually coming through to Steve Nicol, hitting it first time, and Bats pushing it away for another corner to Scotland. And Goff's header quite comfortably gathered by the experienced French goalkeeper. A certain amount of heat being generated by Mo Johnston and Sonor between them. That's something the referee's got to keep his eye on. It's all rather furious and frantic at the moment, and there isn't a great deal of shape to the game. Somebody else going down as though poleaxed. That time it was McCoist and Sonor. A free kick to Scotland. I have to say at the moment there's a pretty unpleasant smell about the game. Gillespie floating it through, flicked on well. Was he offside? And Johnston in a good strong forward position, but in an offside position as Goff's header comes down. Papin chasing this one. This could be a problem for Scotland. Goal kick given. And they claim, the Scots, that there was a handball there. Yes, there, and they were right. And Jim Leighton came in roaring out of his goal there and remonstrated with the Czech linesman for not spotting it. Coist, deft little touch there. Nicol, good surging run by Nicol, and Ferguson couldn't quite get on the end of it. Good break again by Scotland. But a goal kick for France. Good surging run here by Stevie Nicol. Pulled it across the face of the goal. Ferguson couldn't quite reach it to apply a finishing touch. Now pass, a real up and under. Goff's in there. And McStay, he might bring Ferguson into it, but he's brought down right on the edge of the box. This could be interesting. Now, what can Scotland conjure up from this? 3 or 4 yards outside the French penalty area. Nicol behind it. McStay also. McLeish has gone with, Goff, I think it is, into the wall. Now both Goff and McLeish have gone to one side as Ferguson has his shot charged down by Papin. Alex McLeish on the far side now for Scotland. Back to Gillespie. Another free kick. Conceded by Zureb. Goff forward once more. Scots everywhere praying that he can find a header to match the one that won the game in the last minute in Cyprus. Well, there's Goff again. He got the header in all right. McCoist on the turn. It might come for Johnston. Scotland ahead. A goal they desperately needed. Sozi. Chasing him, but can they get him? Goff on the far side in very good support. Johnston's on this side again. Oh, and a chance has gone away. That could and should have been two. And that, well, could that have been the end of France. Great run by Nicol. Good support by Goff. A telling cross in from the right back. And there's time for Johnston, but he puts it wide. Papin. Sozi. Back to Papin again. And a shot just past there from Laurie. Winning his first cap for France tonight. He's a leading scorer for his club, Sochaux, from midfield, and you can see why. Blanc. Laurie. Two really tall central midfield players in Blanc and Laurie, both with good goal-scoring records, but at the moment it's Amoros now looking for the cross. And a good volley hit there by Blanc. But Jim Leighton always well placed behind it. Durand. Laurie, but it's cut out quite easily by the skipper of the Knights, McLeish. What a good ball now to Johnston. And McCoist couldn't quite gather it. But a throw to Scotland. With about 3 minutes of the first half left. Johnston from Malpass's throw. His cross is a deep one. Goff's coming in on it with a good header. He is so dangerous in that sort of position. And he's got that ability to sneak in undetected, to get himself a yard or so. And his header was just wide. It was a fine header, though, from Richard. Papin. Amoros. McStay. McStay is having as good a game as I've seen him in a Scotland shirt. Now, can Johnston keep that in play? Yes. But more than that, he's got Ferguson striding through the middle for him. McCoist is in there as well. The shot from Ferguson charged down. McCoist! No. It's ruled out. Disappointment there for the Rangers markman as Johnston plays it through. There's a ricochet and McCoist shoving and charging, and presumably it was a foul on the defender, which brings about the free kick to France and a reprieve for them. At a moment right on half-time when Scotland would have loved to have had that second goal. Probably an offside flag that was up that ruled it out, and so Scotland still leading just by the Mo Johnston goal. And here come France again. Blanc lost his footing. Goff charging forward again. McCoist. Malpass. Half-time whistle, and Scotland leading by a goal to nil, thanks to Mo Johnston. A lead they deserve, and if they can continue and beat France, and then, who knows, beat Cyprus here in a month's time, they can dust off those Italian phrase books and make their way towards Italy. So that was the Mo Johnston goal, and the half-time score then here at Hampden Park is Scotland 1, France 0. So to the background of the pipes and drums, and if that doesn't inspire Scotland, what will? We get the second half underway. It's raining harder than ever. Scotland leading 1-0, but you fancy there's still a lot of work to be done here tonight. Johnston, man whose goal has given Scotland that first half lead. France know really that they must get at least a point from this game to hang on in there behind Yugoslavia, who most people seem to feel are the best equipped of the teams in Group 5, and Scotland. Well, at the moment, it's Blanc leading the charge for them. Soreb trying to bring Sauce in, and somehow Malpass, helped there by Gillespie, getting the ball away for Scotland. Gillespie, really caught out there as Papin came in quickly. Finds Goff. Johnston. Goff. Handed high towards McCoist. Sonor put under a bit of pressure there, but McCoist again got in well. Nicol playing it in early! And Johnston has done it again! Seven minutes of the second half gone, and the priceless second goal that Scotland wanted. All credit, though, to Steve Nicol. And then it comes off bats agonisingly and over the line. Some may say an own goal, but you try telling that to Mo Johnston. Into the net, and Scotland gets some breathing space. 2-0. He's developing an amazing goal-scoring record now as Johnston for Scotland. One against Norway, one against Yugoslavia, one against Cyprus, and now two against France. Long. Amoros. Tried to find a way through. Papin fell inside the box. The referee waved play on and now gives a free kick to Scotland. Scotland are going to bring off Ian Ferguson and bring on Gordon Strachan. Durand. Amoros. Battiston. Just for the moment, the Scots can't really get a touch on the ball. Blanc to Durand. Well, for a moment it looked as though he might be running Goff. And they're taking off Jean-Philippe Durand, the number 7, and bringing on his place Stéphane Pye. And he's straight in on the action. A shot well saved, though, from Laurie by Jim Leighton. And the crisis developing now for Michel Platini, the French manager. McLeish with a jump. Malpass with space on the far side. Sonor. with the throw for France. Sauce with this throw for France. A foul by McLeish. A free kick to the visitors. Goff, good towering header again. But here France with Amoros, shaking off Strachan's challenge. Papin, and there was a deflection of a Scottish defender, but even then Jim Leighton got down well and gathered the ball. Papin's shot deflected off the defender. Amoros. It came off McLeish. Papin's going in. Oh, great save by Leighton. A marvellous strike by Papin, though. The speed with which he got between those two Scottish defenders. And it looked like a lethal bit of finishing. Just look at the man's pace now. Through there. And a shot on the run. And a lovely piece of goalkeeping. And McCoist is coming off as Scotland make their second substitution. And Brian McClare comes on. French also making a substitution, bringing on their number 15, Perez. And Zurev is coming off. Taking the free kick quickly, allowed to go on for Mo Johnston. Played on now towards McClare, and saved by Batts. Quick thinking again by Gillespie. Good work by Mo Johnston. McClare coming in quickly, but Batts coming in even quicker for France. This time the interception by Sauce is Amoros. Gillespie stopped him. A free kick to France. Amoros with the kick. And Sauce is there as well. Good, powerful shot. We could be in trouble. Papin! Saved miraculously there by Leighton, but how he did it, he'll never be able to tell you. That looked a certain goal for France. Leighton couldn't hold it at the first attempt. But a miraculous piece of goalkeeping and great reflexes by Jim Leighton, foiling Papin at the second attempt. And Andy Roxburgh looks to be in trouble, and indeed a policeman. There was a UEFA official shepherding him away as he was trying to give instructions from the touchline there, and had to be persuaded to go away by the UEFA official and a policeman. Leighton's there. An indication really of the pressure that there is on the Scottish manager, needing badly to get this 2 points. Amoros. Sonor. Perez. He's taken some stopping. He's looked really lively since he came on as a substitute, even though the shot then in no way troubled Leighton. Lively little character, Christian Perez. And Leighton just watches it go wide. Mind you, Jim Leighton at the moment appears to be in unbeatable form. But is that tempting Providence as Pye plays it in? McLeish gets it away. Strachan 6 minutes of the game are left. Scotland leading by 2-0. Amoros playing it in, hits it straight at Aitken. Good ball played back there by Johnston for Strachan. A long one played, clearing the French defence now for Leclerc. Johnston struggling to get up to offer support. Nicol is there. Malpass coming up from the back. Malpass gets an unexpected second chance. This time he does find Steve Nicol. Scotland sensing that a great night of World Cup glory is now within their grasp, and possibly just that little bit nervous that France still might have something to offer. In goes Strachan. Free kick to Scotland. Is lurking forward. He's found a bit of space on the far side, but can Strachan find him? Well, he's made a good attempt. Goff got the header in, but it's wide for the goal kick to France. And something like 4 minutes of the game left now. The crowd 65,000 here at Hampden Park. Sosé, high. In the last minute of the game now. Madiston, the long ball forward. Once again, Gillespie is up there. Aitken gets it back to the safe hands of Jim Leighton. It really has been a good all-round performance by Scotland tonight. After the fury of the opening exchanges, when it was really scrappy and at times a little unpleasant, they've shown a good balance, splendid aggression, and also in the way that Mo Johnston has put two past Joel Bats, a good finishing touch as well. Strachan with a throw for Scotland. McStay coming in. And France get it away. Scotland's throw. And the referee just about to blow the final whistle, as Strachan now takes the throw for Scotland. There goes the final whistle. It's a very important step for Scotland on the way to Italy. And Mo Johnston's goals have made sure of victory. A night when they performed all round with great credit. Nicol playing the ball in there. Johnston with a header that came off Joel Bats for that second and crucial goal for Scotland. Well, Andy Roxburgh promised a night of celebration, and he was as good as his word. His team have done Scotland proud on a day that...
Passed a fitness test on his damaged shoulder this morning and played. Liam Brady and Frank Stapleton left out, but Brady was named as a sub. Now, it's worth looking out for the Hungarian midfield man Datari, number 10, their star player, and he's just been cleared of a conspiracy to rig results, a major scandal in Hungary at the moment. Let's join our commentator, Martin Tyler.
So Hungary kick off their preparations for this World Cup qualifier, badly disrupted when the team had to change hotels because of death threats sent through the post to Lajos Datari. Threats that have been taken here very seriously. It's another episode, really, in a disgraceful spell in Hungarian football. And it might just be a night for the Republic of Ireland to take advantage of that uncertainty. They've got a good pitch to play on. The Nat Stadium by no means full. but 2,000 or so Irish fans already making themselves heard. You can see a lot of their flags on the far side. Tony Cascarino again. Houghton. Houghton's made a run from right to left to get into the centre. Aldridge is there as well. It was one of those dropping balls into the heart of Hungary's defending that you might have expected them to deal with. They're a little confused, the Hungarian television, by a late switch of numbers. Cascarino, in fact, is wearing his normal club number of 10, and Aldridge is wearing 9. Well, this is Houghton. Aldridge. It's just too far away from Cascarino, and the linesman is flagging, although well, I'm a long way away from it, but the Irish supporters are a little closer, and they didn't feel that the ball went out. But remember, the Republic of Ireland have never qualified for the World Cup finals. This might be their chance. And it certainly didn't go out, and I can't believe that Cascarino was offside. Sheedy. If the Republic could get a goal, it could flatten the support of the crowd here and demoralise a team that's not particularly high in confidence. And they've got a free kick. McCarthy getting round the back, and Aldridge is there. Oh, and a terrific save by Distal, a terrific save. That looked the moment when Jack Charlton's team were going to break through, and it was Paul McGrath with the overhead kick. Corner taken quickly. Houghton. But the goalkeeper could hardly have seen that, but he just thrust up that left hand and got it over the top. But the pressure is still on. Mick McCarthy with the throw. McGrath is right in there again, but it came away from him. Houghton, Hungary trying to push out. Morris, onside, is Cascarino. Morris is offside this time. But clearly the message to the Republic from Jack Charlton and Maurice Setters was to sit back would be a very risky game. They're always attempting to be orderly and disciplined in their defending the Republic. And having had a World Cup winning centre-back as the manager has helped in that respect, of course. But they've got men forward from midfield whenever possible. And Hungary are starting to have some difficulties here. Cascarino. Houghton. Aldridge pulling away to the left. McGrath was through the centre. And he's supposed to be the anchor man in midfield. But this is Shosh. Are the Republic going to give Hungary room in which to counter-attack? That may be the problem. Mezarosh. Shosh! Kicked away by Bonner. So Distal makes a fine save at one end, and then Bonner, only minutes later. Similar agility with Shosh joining in the attack. Deitari. Shosh, Kiprik's gone down the touchline, but has to wait to see what's in Deitari's mind. Huisan. It's a flick aim towards him by Gregor that didn't come off. the first half, which has still left the Republic of Ireland looking for their first goal in this group. But a pretty useful first 45 minutes for them. It might have been even better, but for a marvellous distal save from Paul McGrath. It could have been a little worse if Bonner hadn't kept out the shot from Schoch. But half-time in the NEP Stadium, it's Hungary 0, the Republic of Ireland 0. Hungary have a substitute on for the start of the second half. It's George Bognat, who plays in France with Toulon. Mezarosh is the player he's replaced. And the Republic of Ireland with only 2 defeats in the last 17 internationals, only 6 goals conceded in that spell. And an encouraging first half behind them, but there have been examples of the classy touches by Hungary, particularly from Deitari. And the job not over here by any means. Looking too quick for McCarthy. And that was a rare 1-against-1. Just a hopeful ball upfield. And Mick McCarthy was drawn across, and Kiprick held him off, but then thumped the advertising boardings and knocked the back of the net to Bonner's relief. Houghton with Kovac, and Houghton's won the ball back. And the Republic of Ireland get a corner. And that's the way it's been, really. There's been a scare at one end, and then a retaliation by the other side. And it's the Republic's turn to threaten now. It's interesting that Houghton is continuing to take the corners. They're not using the left foot of Sheedy, as Everton would do, from the right side. Deitari. He's got George Bognat to his right, but he shoots himself, and the deflection in the end was helpful to the goalkeeper. It might easily have been the other way. When they're given room, Hungary can play, and particularly Lajos Deitari. And the tension written all over Jack Charlton's face. And Jack Charlton can't sit down. He's watching it all from the far side there, standing the whole while. Whatever happens here, it's not the end of the road in the World Cup qualifiers for the loser. But from the Republic's viewpoint, to avoid defeat, or maybe even snatch a famous victory, that would make it a very special night. They then have 4 games at home before finishing off with their last match away to Malta. That was McGrath, and well, the whistle went. Aldridge for a moment thought he'd been obstructed, but it's given against him. Hungary trying to play from deep, and the Republic doing their level best to stop that. And successfully too. Sheedy's offside, and there was a little cameo there of really the battle plan for the Republic of Ireland, to go in and hunt the ball and be aggressive and competitive. It's working pretty well. record now. Up goes the hand of apology from McCarthy. Referee Zoran Petrovic has kept control without needing to resort to the yellow card. He might have thought about it here. Hoysan. It's the change of pace from Hungary that could trouble the Republic of Ireland. But not shots like that one from Gregor. Flicked on by McGrath. Deitani. Never short on ideas. And he's left Ronnie Whelan. Gregor through the centre. Kiprick has pulled out to the right. And Deitani wants to take them all on. Finally, Kiprick brought into it. It was Kovac who very nearly rounded it all off after Deitani had weaved a spell, and then Kiprick drove in the cross. Kovac, fresh from his marking duties, got forward well that time. And very nearly caught out the Republic of Ireland. The cross was, in fact, just too high for him to control the header. Now Quinn, wearing number 17, who's not figured for Arsenal this season. Liam Brady winning his 69th cap. Off goes Gascarino. Off goes Aldridge. So it's a midfield player and a striker for two strikers. That tells the story. Republic address just broadcasting in English. A message of goodwill to the Irish fans, wishing them a safe trip home. In this often cynical world, it's very nice to hear.
Thank you very much once more, and I hope you enjoy.
The journey home won't be so pleasant, though, if Hungary score from this free kick.
Thank you.
Oh, and they've left Deitani. That could have been a costly mistake. A little slow to close him down, but he opted to pass rather than shoot. And that should be Pat Bonner's. Brady. Houghton. And they've never neglected the chance to push on from midfield. And they get their reward. A good night's work for the Republic of Ireland and for Jack Charlton. A draw in Budapest, which tilts the odds towards his team and away from Hungary to qualify from Group 6. Still a lot to be done in Dublin, of course, where the Republic's next 4 qualifying games are to be staged. But they'll go there in good heart. A final score in the Nep Stadium. Hungary 0, the Republic of Ireland 0. Jack, I think a lot of people look at the result and think it as 1 point gain. Do you see it like that?
In a way, yeah. You know, I'm delighted we got a point. We needed to get something out of this game, and we worked very hard to get it. We made them play in their half. The midfield in the back worked extremely hard. We played very, very well in that situation. I was very upset with the amount of ball and good possession we had that we didn't make any use of. We didn't get anything going up front at all. We never looked like we were going to score, although we had some tremendous situations. The people who might have scored for us were our midfield people. We got nothing from the front at all. I was very disappointed with that part of our game.
You've really aided your cause to finish second in this group behind Spain.
I don't want to finish second behind Spain. I want to be on top of Spain. We've got 4 home games in a row now and then Malta away. If we take 10 points out of those, we take 10 points out of those matches, and we're well capable of it. We're a pretty formidable force in Dublin. If we can get the goal scoring bit right, we may just go on to top Spain. I don't aim to finish second to them if we can help it.
Well, he's certainly positive, and there you are. There is the Group 6 table as it stands tonight. You can see they've got an enormous amount to do, but just to reiterate what Martin and Jack Charlton were saying there, 4 home games in succession coming up now and we really should have a clearer picture at the end of those, whether the Republic have got a chance of qualifying for the World Cup. They still haven't scored a goal, incidentally. Well, still to come, World Championship boxing with a follow-up to that.
Victory over Gijón certainly kept them on target. But was this challenge on Salinas really deserving of a penalty? Roberto walloped in the first and a 2-0 win. Well, Real were making heavy weather of Oviedo. Manuel Sanchez, the number 5, getting the touch that mattered from Schuster's corner. There it is, 1-0. Now, Real were supposed to complete their uninterrupted match against Osasuna tonight, but it seems to have disappeared without trace, that one. In the meantime, they're 3 points up on Barcelona with half a game in hand. Now, unless Senor Maradona has a few tricks up his sleeve, the Italian title may well be celebrated in the same city and at the same stadium as last year, only with a different club. Inter Milan extended their lead by eclipsing the gentlemen of Verona. It wasn't easy, though. Lothar Matthäus was also on the lookout, but Zenga in the Inter goal had to stretch himself once or twice as Verona pushed forward. 10 minutes into the second half, though, Nicola Berti found the target for Inter, the Nero Azzurri. And in Rome's Olympic Stadium, the defending champions AC Milan misfired again. Gullit began brightly enough, and Van Basten gave Milan an early lead over Lazio, but Gullit in defence wasn't so pretty. Ruben Sosa was waved through the Milan rearguard, and the Dutchman was a touch clumsy with the challenge. Sosa, the Uruguayan, denied Milan a precious point. Now, they need a long winning streak to make much impression on the top two. Inter's win leaves them 3 points clear of Napoli. They could only draw 0-0 at Pescara after beating them 8-2 earlier in the season. Funny game. Well, few things could be more certain than the destination of the Dutch League trophy. Barring miracles, PSV Eindhoven, the European champions, will be polishing it for the 4th successive year. While Ajax, their only challengers, dropped a point, PSV certainly went to town. Now, Koeman had been off colour since agreeing to join Barcelona, but he was back on form against Willem II, and so was the Brazilian Romario. He made it 2-0 after 12 minutes from the penalty. Number 3 was a bit of a suicide job, really. Eric Herretz set it up. Ellerman was brutal when the cross arrived. Koeman and Romario dovetailed sweetly for the 4th, the man with dynamite in his boots applying the finish. Not bad for a sweeper. Ellerman scored his 2nd, courtesy of Hillhouse. 5-0. Hillhouse himself made it 6, as poor Willem were practically pleading for mercy. And just to add insult to injury, PSV hit a 7th. Hillhouse slightly adrift with a header. Romario anything but. And PSV 6 points ahead of Ajax right now. Well, finally, transfer news from home, where Trevor Francis has made his biggest signing so far. £800,000 for Colin Clark, the Northern Ireland striker from Southampton, who couldn't even find a place for him in their struggling team. Clark's expected to make his debut for Queen's Park Rangers at Newcastle on Saturday. That's the football news.